All right, no intro today. Welcome everybody. We foregone the intro because we actually have a hand
No
being
intro.
dealt in 5 minutes, right, Tio?
We do. We do. Wanted to get started quick.
5 minutes.
Three
it's
rounds to go, boys.
7:05.
Quick.
5 minutes.
7:05. Uh-oh. I'm hearing an echo, and I bet you it's me. I'm hearing an
I
echo,
bet
and
you
I
it's
bet
you
you it's
too.
me. I'm hearing an
Bet
echo.
I'm hearing an echo, and I bet you it's you.
I haven't seen it come on.
I'm hearing an echo, and I bet it's you, Ape.
All right, that's my one mistake. That's my one mistake for 2024. Welcome
he's
everybody.
clamped it
Howdy
down.
everybody in the chat.
Now he's,
We got
he's
that.
redoing the intro, Jim. That's his second mistake.
Right.
We're not keeping
Oh,
track.
shit. How
though.
come there's an intro going now?
There's
Because you're
no
on the
intro
wrong
going.
channel, Chuck.
Huh?
Go ahead and watch that one, though.
Oh, my
No, I'm
God.
actually, I was on frequency frenzy.
Christ
thought-
almighty, it's like I'm sitting here playing cards with my brother's kids or something. You nerve-wracking sons of
bitches.
And welcome to Frequency
Oh.
Frenzy, the first gamification of FT8 on the internet. Is that the right way to say that? To say that right?
Yes. The premiere.
The
Premiere.
premier, first
and
and
the
premiere.
penultimate.
That's right. And got a little bit of cheater inside information for you. So
Oh,
this
look at that.
This is a chart
Mhm.
telling us what's open. And look at that. 10 meters is looking great all across North America into Europe and then a little bit of Asia over there. You get some
And
tips.
VK
Tips
and
and
ZL. Yeah.
Yeah. And this should be changing any second. Maybe I need to go back to it and hit the play button. There we go. There's 20. There would be 15, right? And 10. So that is hf.dxview.org if you're interested in watching on your own without us.
Very nice.
And then here's the game board. I'm not exactly sure what to say about it other than it looks fancy.
It does. It looks awesome.
It is
We have the
fancy.
natural
Chris,
projection of the flat earth on there, so that's nice.
Chris
Isn't
is the awesome person who made that game board happen. So, Chris, here's to you, brother.
Give him that help rundown
Cheers.
before the game starts. We got 3 minutes.
Chris, you
That
are
would be
muted.
all you,
I
Jim.
think. The game rundown is Steve's going to do the game rundown because he knows this better than anybody and polishes it.
Jim, click the help button at the top left corner of your screen, please.
Can do.
All right, what you're going to do is you're going to configure your WSJTX software or your JTDX software according to
What the
this
hell is
screen.
that?
It is frequencyfrenzy.live and patience. And it is click on the help button on the upper right. Thank you very much, Frank. And as you scroll down, you'll see there's a special IP address you type into the reporting section. And that's what it looks like in WSJTX. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see what it looks like in JTDX. And every time you make a contact, it will upload it to our server. If you are on that reporting tab and you click on the prompt me to log QSO, you get this screen that Jim is showing to you all right now. And on this screen here, you want to type into the TX power field the actual, legitimate, honest, God's honest truth. Your ham's honor depends on this power that you are using. Otherwise, you're a filthy, stinking cheater. Below that,
Go back
the
to
comments, you can put
QRZ.
whatever you want. Yeah. But make sure you click that retain button if you're not changing power every single time you make a contact. This changes your probability of what cards you get. What cards you get are based on some ridiculous heuristics that this man down here, Chris, is so smart that I can't even begin to explain them. And basically it has something to do with your amount of power, the amount of distance between you and the contact that you made, and the signal report that you received gets you a better chance of getting a better card or not. And then you get your choice at 5 cards over your 5 contacts that you make during this 15-minute sprint. Well, you don't really get a choice. You just get those cards. You're just gonna accept them. They're just gonna happen.
It
And
looks like
the
some
best
folks
hand
are
wins.
practicing.
Oh yeah, I'm already practicing myself.
So you have to
I'm
hit that
running massive
retain
A
button?
lots.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
should, yes.
That way you don't have to type it in again the next time.
The next round starts in 49 seconds.
Nice.
Don't be late, boys.
Look, that's
And-
Pat's hand from last time.
Steve and I had a theory from back in the day that on FT8 off nights, if y'all remember that, we didn't do FT8 during the day because then that would ruin
Use up your
our-
credits.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
use up all your mojo before the stream starts.
Yeah, the last thing I would be doing is practicing until the contest starts. But that, I
Right.
mean, the game. That's just me though.
It's not a contest. It's a game.
Old Lightning Lee's asking where he enters power in the pop-up for logging. So do prompt to log, and you'll get a pop-up window, and you enter it in there. And then if you click the retain button, you only have to enter it once, unless you change your power.
Lee, if you go to frequencyfrenzy.live/help, which is posted in the chat, because Frank has got it stuck on auto repeat. When you save your logs, you will see this. When you finish a contact, you'll see this logging dialog. And you can put your power in here, click retain, and then click OK. And that logs it and sends it to Chris's server. And then if you have retain clicked, you won't have to keep typing your power every time. And go, by the way. We're 38 seconds in. Gentlemen, start your engines.
I might have been a little early on that one.
A little premature there, Chuck?
That's what she said,
so.
Chuck. That's what she said.
Looks like we have some hands coming in.
Well, they always do that, right?
All right, I think Ed wanted a wrench.
Wrench Ed. I'll wrench Ed.
I'm working on it.
You got it? Okay.
Wrench the wretched Ed. And Country James is asking any band, you want to stay off of the warp bands. So
You
right
do.
now, 10, 15, and 20 are pretty dang hot.
20 is
Yep.
pretty good, yeah.
And
So
the
this map
warp
shows
bands,
you. Here, look at 20. Woo!
Go ahead, Abe.
And this would be 15. Should be able to get all North America, Asia, and Europe, and some of
Europe.
Asia with 10, all of North America and Europe.
Ape, you are a muff expert.
Well, you need to be. If
Right.
you want to be good, you got to
Right.
know the muff. And the muff is high today.
Respect
So,
the muff.
If you
Man, I've
if you
seen
take a
some muff in
look,
his day.
well, that says 26, so you might have a little bit of trouble with North America, but you should be just fine. 110. But this would be the muff map, and just Google with the adult settings on Google muff map.
John Gendron, for you, it's a special buy-in price, $100, and then the low bid is 50, and the high is low blind is 50, and the high blind is 200.
Working Randall. How's it going, Randall?
Old Frank saying the muff was up to 2 meters today.
I think Frank is confusing tropo ducting with the muff.
I think he might be, because if the muff was there, I don't know where the satellites fly at, but
That's pretty epic muff.
well, I don't think UHF and VHF reflect off the
No, they don't. That's why I said that would be
flight, not off the
like
ionized flight.
I should be on the board now. What card did I get, Ape?
Jim is operating the board.
All right, it should be on the board now. What card did I get, Jim?
Jim is busy making contacts. Hold your water, Chief.
All right, I'm going to remove Jim's screen share because he's apparently.
I'm fine with that. Oh,
multitasking.
look who's first. Except I'm first at 13. Oh, let's see. We've got KFOID 0 IDT and Dustin Price. Oh, that's the name and the call sign. Cool. So Dustin has a ace-6. Frank has a king. James has a queen. Charles with a jack. Christopher Stevens, 10. William Barnes, 2 cards, a 9 and a 3. Chris Anderson, 9. Jason Marion, 9. Edward Sweeney has a 9. Nines are cheap. Oh, Lordy. Garth, 7 and a 2. Andrew Parker, 7. Jason Tetlow, 7. Randall Rash, a 7. Steve McGrain, a 6. Jim Perry, a 6. Me. Eric Randberg, a 4. And Liberty Cave.
He's wiping up the rear with the deuce.
With the deuce.
Wiping the deuce from the rear.
Hopefully he's not dropping a deuce. This is, this ain't the theater.
LC2.
Howdy, Izzo.
Izzo's here?
Izzo's here.
No, I saw Kyle poking around because he's a contester. I saw him poking around in the comments, but I don't see him now.
Kyle, where are you, brother?
Yeah, he was here and he said he was going to play tonight, but he was doing QRP. So,
QRP, nothing wrong with that.
I mean, minimum amount of flair. It's fine.
Doing QRO doesn't make your life any longer.
No, but it makes your life less happy. It's
Yeah,
like
get some
being
extra
a
bonus
vegan.
points. He gets some extra
like-
bonus points in the platform, though. He has a better chance of getting good cards if he gets a nice long DX contact.
True,
Right.
true.
Jimmy Perry is in number 10.
Oh, Dustin Price is in the lead with a bullet 6. Look at Charles Thompson moving up with the king and a jack.
That's
It's the
right, my friend.
glasses. It's the glasses. I think
Those
helping him.
glasses are ham sexy. I mean, the babes are just beating down his door.
Wait till I get this guy from Spain. He's
Charles
next
holding
on
down
my list.
third place.
Now, are any of you operating QRP? Is anybody being that silly or? Oh
8
lordy,
watts.
Well, is that what is the official QRP power level for digital modes?
100 watts, isn't it? Oh, it's not?
I have it set in the platform. I think it's 10 watts or less.
Gotcha.
John Gendron, this is the first time I've had a green shirt on our show ever.
Yeah, he's talking
Ever.
about the chair. If you read,
Yeah, I know.
entire
And the
comment,
green for the chair is to hide the chair on the green screen.
which we ain't using.
Too lazy to take off. That's all.
I guess this guy in Spain can't hear. That's my story.
Man, I'm tearing up Europe on.
You got one
but you're
card.
you're
what do you
halfway
mean,
to
Jared?
Europe.
I had.
Oh, I
I've
got him.
three
I got
now.
him.
I got 3 now.
You're halfway to Europe, dude. For
We
me,
got Ukraine working now. Let's see.
let's see who's my next victim.
15's working for me pretty good.
Ooh, I
There's a
moved up to
J,
9th. Oh, working on that straight. I need a 7 and an 8.
708.
There you go. Look at
Come
this. We
on,
got something.
baby.
Oh, Fast Eddie has got a pair of 9s.
Look at that. Billy Ed.
Currently in the lead.
And then Frank is at second place. Oh my God. What's the world coming to?
Yeah, but this is an ace king 3. I mean,
The
yeah.
runt. Ace high runt.
Yeah,
Well, he's there because he got 3 cards, right?
it looks awesome. Dustin
Yeah.
Price, same kind of sitch. Charles Thompson trying to pull that inside straight too.
And then
And I don't want to know. I don't want to
Don's
know.
laptop died on him. Who would have thought
what?
Adele
Look at
from
that.
2005 would have died?
Look at that. Charles Thompson has
2005.
been bumped.
You're so
What?
kind to Don.
There goes the straight, but
Can't fit this Spain guy.
and then
can't finish.
if we scroll down here, this is individual contacts. So this is mine. So it shows the band, the mode, the signal reports, the transmit power. That is wrong. I'm not actually transmitting 330. I forgot to change that.
Well, that might be hurting you. What are you, 331?
No, I'm at a hundo.
329.
I don't have the amp on for this because you can't hear nothing when that thing ramps up.
It's hurting you then. You want to turn that down when you click retain. So
Yeah.
It affects your QSO per minute ratio, which mine is about half a QSO per hour.
John Gendron, yes, my hand is busted, but they all busted. I mean, we have a pair holding the lead, I think. So
That's all it takes. It's anybody's game. Speaking of anybody's game, this is a new YouTube channel, and we need to get your subscribe down below. Hit that
Yes.
subscribe button, folks.
whack it like it hasn't made you a sandwich and owes you money.
And the way this works is that when you log a contact and it is relayed over to the server based off of the points assigned to the contact, which is based off of power level and distance, you are given a card. And
Look
you're
at
given
this
5
mess.
cards during the course of the contest. Look at Chuck doing pretty good there. He's probably lying
Charles
about his
Ellie.
power level.
Jim, there
100
is
watts,
a
baby.
fancy heuristic somewhere. I want to say it's on the help page, or it might be on.
You know that-
scroll up to the
that
top. What are your
first
thoughts?
king-
in the rules section,
Was
if you go in the rules, it'll show you the probability
is.
for the cards.
Scroll it down. You'll notice it when you get there. It's pretty. There it is. Pretty sexy.
Oh,
Look at
Lord.
that. Like
E7.
this is the
Oh,
icing on the cake. If you can't dazzle them with details, baffle them with bullshit, folks.
Chris,
This
this
is
is
both.
like work, son. This is impressive. That's cool.
If you can figure that out, you know how to win.
And then
Not currently, I'm not.
I want to give a quick plug to Mr. Mudd's Radio Time, who will be doing a POTA activation immediately after our show.
In the dark.
And I just went, I put it into the chat, and I don't have a wrench. So if somebody could do the needful.
Drop a regular comment.
I got Bosnia on here right now. Well, somebody calling me.
I don't have a wrench either.
That's clever.
I don't have
How
one
in the
either.
hell does Frank have
Frank
a
has
wrench,
one,
but
but
me and
no
Ape
wrench
don't
here.
have wrenches?
It would be Ape and I would be the King's English.
No.
why.
When I'm
That's
mad,
why.
I
Can't
talk
speak.
backwards. On my redneck
You must be
comes
mad
out.
all the time, Jim. Jody is right. Do the needful and revert the same.
Right. Mr. Mudd, are you potaing in the dark, my friend?
I just got the moderator fact
Oh, you've been fact
checked. There we go. There's the link for Mr. Mudd's radio time and his Canadian POTA extravaganza taking place immediately after this. And we had something else we were supposed to plug, Tio. I don't remember what it was.
Something from that ham radio. What do we call him? Hairless Frank? Bald Frank?
Bald
Hairy
Frank
versus Bald Frank? Bald Frank.
Right.
Yeah, Bald
California Frank?
Same thing.
Gotcha.
I'm already wrenched. Look at me. Haha.
You're so special.
Yeah, Frank has
Yeah,
a
and I-
show coming
and I
up
really mean that.
tomorrow night, and that is a ham radio chit chat call sign roundtable. I see you, Jeff. Thank you.
Izzo, I just combed it, man. That's all.
to go with the bow tie. You wanted to look nice.
I'm pimping this POTA bow tie. By the way, thank you.
Dressed.
Chris. Not Ape. Steve. Who sent these to us? Chris.
Chris.
KC4NW.
Yeah.
Let me double check. Let me fact check myself on that.
Fact check yourself, please. I've never worn a bow tie in my life, and I got to say, the next time I'm required to wear a tie at work, instead of wearing a neck rope, I'm wearing this.
When I was younger, we had to wear ties to work, and I had one that was like a giant fish. It was like a salmon, and I used to wear it and get all mad at me.
This is Frank's ham radio chit chat tomorrow night.
Somebody asked when we are going, if we have a schedule for this.
I'm trying.
For poker? Yeah. What do we say? The first, what is this? This is the second. This is the second.
I think we said the
Thursday
second Thursday of the month.
Second Thursday of the month going forward.
And there's
have a
one
special
coming up
one
on July
on-
4th, right?
Yep.
Jeff, you ain't answering. I'm moving on.
Independence Day evening, we will be doing a special one. Or
Yeah,
we
is
might.
everybody taking off work on Thursday?
I'm off. I'm not
It's
at
an
work
American
either.
holiday. Doesn't everybody have off that day?
It's,
right.
It's Thursday. It's weird.
The
It's
only people that should be
Independence
open
Day,
that
of course
day
I'm
are
off.
the liquor stores and the
And
pizza
Walmart.
places. Right.
And the fireworks
Pizza.
shops.
Right.
Pizza.
Right.
I might
And the
even
fire
date my
department, of
mom.
course,
Nice,
but
Don.
that's another story.
I think I'll be somewhere between Colorado and San Diego for the 4th of July, so I'll try to make it up.
Where
And
did
the
you
hospital,
go,
right,
Kyle?
Andy? You need somewhere to go after you had too much to drink and blowed off a few fingers.
Kyle just disappears right at the right moment. Somebody said work, and Kyle's like, "What?"
So it looks like Chuck is in the lead here with his pair of kings.
Yep, and I dropped to 12. I got a full hand, but my power's off. I haven't changed it. I keep
And then old Billy Barnes is in number second with with a pair of nines.
Or
How
nines.
long? We've got a minute and a half, boys. Smoke them if you got them.
I'm running a solid 8 watts out of my Zygu X6200. It ain't helping me any.
T.O.
Look,
tell
even
the hamster to push harder.
Even Canada celebrates the 4th of July.
They ought to. We're the reason they're not British.
The French might have had something to do with it too. But.
Well, them too, but who wants to celebrate Bastille
Well, you say
Day?
they're not British, but don't they use British currency?
I think, yeah, I think they do. I would have to
I
ask.
think it's Canadian currency with British royalty on it.
I'd have to ask my reference Canadian Jody, but I think you're right.
Yeah, they
That's what I'm
switched
talking
to
about,
they switched to the new sovereign,
Jody is my reference Canadian.
King Charles.
Hey, I just saw a contact come in for Kyle.
Oh,
he,
so
he is on the
Oh.
scoreboard. Somewhere
he's
on-
undercover.
It probably took him that long to get his red node running.
He ain't on Discord and he
But
ain't
watch
in the
out
chat.
for the next one.
All
What
right,
kind of
20
friend is
seconds,
that?
boys. 20 seconds. The current leader
Hurry up,
is
hurry up,
Charles
hurry up.
with only 4 cards. Chip chop, Charlie.
I got one more coming.
But he's got a
If I
pair
get it in time.
of kings. We have
So on the next
behind
one,
him.
could I? Oh, go ahead.
We're
I'll
done.
recognize later.
We're
All
done.
right, you want to run down the
Round
winners
one
there?
Done.
Yes.
Son of a
Charles
gun.
Thompson. Look at that.
There he
Who
goes.
the
Check
guy
your
who
Discord,
least
Kyle.
knows what he's doing with FT8.
That's what I tell you.
Whatever. And well, he was asking questions. We were helping him
There's no
before the
whatever.
show.
The dude won.
He did. Look at that.
Yeah.
Smoked it. Pair of kings.
I got a 5 and a 4.
William Barnes, pair of
Sandbagging.
9s, queen high. Edward, Philly Ed Sweeney, double 9s. Russell Brown, pair of 5s, ace high. Christopher Anderson, pair of 5s, 10 high. Kyle Krieg, pair of 5s, 7 high. Eric Renberg, double fofo. Christopher Stevens, pair of 3s. Garth, pair of 2s.
Party on, Garth.
Party on, Garth. Dana had a pair of 2s. Oh, Lordy, there's a lot of y'all playing today. Dana Wolf, pair of 2s. That was the one that just showed us. Frank Christ, ace king high. Dustin Price, ace jack. Me, ace 10, 9, and a busted straight. Charles Schultz, king 8. Steven Cyphers, a king. Ham harder, Steven. James Irick, queen jack. Christopher Gilbert, queen 10. Andrew Parker, queen 9. Randall Rash, jack 7. Goodness gracious, this is great participation.
We got a new
Iowa-
round starting up too soon, folks. So don't.
Yeah, you need to chip chop,
don't be
Jimmy.
sleeping
Taking your
on the
time, son.
transmitter.
Well, there's
So-
lots of
Lollygagging.
people.
So can I
21,
use the
Randall
same
Rash with
ones
a
on the
jack.
second one?
Yes.
No.
Yes or no? Which
not
is
the
it?
same. Not the same cards. No.
No.
Start all over.
The same people though. It's a different game.
Yes, it's a different. You can recontact the same people. Yes.
I see
it's
Chris
a
is
new-
shaking his
a new
head.
hand.
Yes.
Richard
I think we have
McNamara,
duplicate
10-9.
penalties here.
Lee got a 10. James White with a 10. Jason Mary with a 9. Cullen with a 9. Jason Tetler with a 7. Paul Estes with a 7. T.O. a 6.
Shameful
Oh, we
to you.
got one whole contact. Yeah. It's 8 watts.
John
man.
Forrest with a 4.
We'll blame it on
I'll tell you what.
QRP.
And K4HNH Lou
Oh, it's Hiking and Ham and Lou.
with a 3. Lou, ham harder, my friend. All right. Our next round starts in 2.5 minutes.
I don't think grids matter, do they, Chris? I think it's just
No, it's
QRZ
just-
lookups.
Yeah, it's distance. So if it's reported grid square, we just calculate the distance between the two grids. Or if somebody that you made contact with didn't have the grid square, we'll look it up on QRZ, HamDB, a bunch of different places, and kind of until we find the right answer, and then calculate the distance based on that.
So risk it if you want to, Chuck.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
I'm
Chuck-
going to
Chuck
try a
S.
different band. Oh,
WJ4K, Chuck.
gotcha.
It's not all about you, man.
Gotcha. It is.
You still have a minute and 50 seconds.
Mm.
Freedom units.
But we don't want to use any kind of European stuff.
Right. I mean, I personally think that should be measured in football fields, but
Here we go. Country James broke his WSJT.
He was talking in the Discord. He had some trouble with his 7300. I ain't got a 7300, so I couldn't help.
He got it. He ended up getting it set up, I believe.
Didn't
I
Frank
thought
help
he
him?
did too. I thought Frank was in there and a couple other people were getting James squared away. I don't have a
That's what-
7300, so I
That's what
I'd have
Toads is
to-
all about. If you're not on the Discord, there is a link to the Toads Discord at the top of the chat over there. Y'all should join us. It's a friendly
Indeed.
place. Kyle, check your Discord. The Vegas odds. They are 100-1 against you winning.
with
Here
your
we go.
QRP one contact. Well, I shot myself in the foot by reporting 330 because that's what I think I ran the last time we did this.
Yep, and you got penalized for that for sure, because it puts
That's
you
what
in
you
the,
get, Jim.
you would have
Yep.
to make further distinct contacts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to switch down to 5 watts. for
Oh,
heat
look
map.
at Colin Sasson with his VK sass. Does he mean your little football fields?
Do the POTA
Okay.
guys? Do the POTA guys get you?
No, he doesn't
Actually,
mean
you know
soccer
what?
field.
Not in poker. Not in poker. It doesn't it yet. Yet. I
Okay.
mean, it's there.
So-
we know.
So on football fields, we usually play our soccer games inside of our football fields. So I don't know what he's talking about.
The other one is that you're exactly right. Soccer is a game. It's not a sport.
Right.
Like badminton.
Right. You just kind of run around and run around.
In the short shorts and they've been playing grab ass the whole time. I mean,
in football,
what
you
channel
can
are
get
you watching
hurt.
again? What website
right?
are you going to see this?
Football for the Bears. Is that the one you were telling me about, Ape?
I don't know.
All right. We are down to go. We need a thing that pops up and says go.
Yes, sir.
Watching that.
Yeah. We'll get it in there. I've been thinking
I know.
the same
I'm not
thing.
fussing.
I've been thinking the same thing in some of the. It'd be nice to have.
T.O. is usually driving the scoreboard demo stuff, so I'm.
He does a lot better job.
Howdy, Rolly.
Yes, he
Just saying.
does.
Thanks, Chuck.
Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it.
And it was Ape's
Not
night,
that
too.
you're
I
not
don't know.
doing an excellent job, but his is excellent plus.
His
Who's
is
his excellent
his
plus?
is more excellent.
His is excellent.
Hey, Raleigh.
In 7 ES. Let's see who this guy in ES.
So here
This guy
is the hot bands. Right now we got 10. And I think I have to make this window, I have to full size it in order to be able to have
Can you
it.
plus that up, son?
I can't plus it up, I don't think.
And I got man Idaho in.
I should have brought my amplifier in for this. Should have been a good night. For
There we
that.
go.
Okay, we're gonna hold that guy. So there we go. I think we're gonna do this though. This is not.
So this would be 15.
Oh, wait a minute.
And that would be 10. 40 starting to pick up over with our friends in California. And 20 looks like it's the band to be on. Look at that.
That's where I'm
That's
at.
looking pretty good.
It sounded the loudest on my radio.
Chris Bricker or T.O. So the same 5 people contact each other for each round.
Each round starts a new game. Yes.
I mean, if you want to cheat to win nothing, whatever.
But if you contact the same 5 people as somebody else, the probability of you getting the same cards is the same.
Right.
You may not get the same cards, but the probabilities of you getting the same cards would be the same.
Right.
That sounded like very pedantic nitpicking right
Yes.
there.
That's a
I
guy
appreciate
who
that.
that's a guy who
I
made that
approve.
percentage chart thing, which is really cool. All right, we already got some people on the board. Lots of them. Dean Hintz with the jack. William Barnes in second with a 10. Eric Randberg with a 9. Darren with a 9. Christopher Anderson with a 6. James Irick with a 6. Paul Estes with a 5. Christopher Gilbert with a 5. And Dustin Price 4. Me 4. Chuck Schultz 4. Michael Knapp 3. Chuck Thompson.
Michael, Michael Knapp.
Yeah, Idaho
Michael
didn't get me much.
Knapp. Yeah, Chuck, why aren't you on 6?
Right?
Why
Fancy
aren't
boy.
you on 6?
6 meter? I'll try it next.
It looks like we've awoken the thump.
No, Thump's awake because I think no, that was yesterday. I talked to him during this daylight hours. No, I talked to him this morning. I did. He's awake. Of course, now he might have had a nap. He said it was hot outside.
Michael Knapp, it's the name that you put into the FCC database. I am just repeating your own preferences over there. They don't care if you put Mike in.
Is that Michael Knapp complaining? Of course it is. What's up, Mike?
Japan's waking up right now.
Oh yeah,
Looks like.
yeah. I'm actually working in Japan now.
Mhm.
No, you ain't.
Yes, I am.
No, you ain't.
I'm back in Spain again.
Mike trying to act all cool, like he's one of the big boys, calling us James and Steven. That's funny, Mike.
Michael, you're very funny. There it
Not
is.
getting a whole lot of people on the board right now.
The bands suck, man.
Look there. And if I click that, there's my, what is that? Japan.
Aren't they talking about being able to see the Aureola tonight?
Can you say that? Well, it is Thursday night. You can say that.
Only if your wife gets liquored up with the wine.
But I think I saw that in the fake news that they were saying it was going to be visible again tonight.
Well, what is it? 8 days from the last solar flare is when it hits the Earth?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm giving her every bit of 8 watts, man. Radio's burning up.
How's that thing with the heat dissipation?
It's hot, but I think there's a trick that there's a port on the bottom, and that port is super hot. And I think there's a way you could bolt on a fan and whoosh,
Just stick an ice
force
cube
air
to it,
out of the
man.
radio.
Well, according to you boys, heat rises, right? And so
According to
Yeah,
science,
some are blowing in from the bottom and out of all the other orifices.
to take
Orifici.
advantage of the convective effect that occurs with the global Earth spinning.
convective
Coriolis.
effect, huh?
I see
Force.
WT1W just got JA4MEM.
Oh yeah,
Let's take a look at the scoreboard, Jim. You lollygagging SOB.
I was looking at scoreboard. Look at that, number 5. And if we drill in, we can look at my contacts. Japan, and Whiskey Yankee 7 Mike.
Well, what about the leaderboard? Let's look at that.
The leaderboard, which we were going over earlier. Let me reset. Oh, we don't want that. Thank God.
You were looking up the work bands there.
That's when we were looking up the work bands. Here we go. James Irick in first with 2 6s and a king. Christopher Gilbert, 2
He's got
6s
5
and a
contacts on there
5.
too.
Russell Brown, 2 6s. Paul Estes, 2 5s. Me, 2 4s and a queen.
Jody.
Richard McNamara, Liberty Cave, double 2s,
He
deuce.
doubled down on the deuce. That's what he done.
He did. Dean Hintz,
The deuce,
Ace
deuce.
Jack. Kyle, Ace 10-3. Dustin Price, King Jack. Dana Wolf, Queen 7.
That's no red call for the record, right?
Probably so, because Kyle loves his automation. This could be a straight. William Barnes, you need to grab that right there, son. You need a 9. Charles Schultz, 10-9-4. I'm going to go no on the straight on that one. Jason Mary, 10. Michael Knapp, 10. Charles Thompson, 10 and a deuce. Chris Stevens, a 10. Colin, a 9. Eric, a 9. Darren, a 9. Jason Tetlow, an 8. And rounding out the crew, Chris Anderson, 5 cards. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's kind of painful. Andrew Parker, 7. Lee, 6. Lewis West, 6. Randall Rash, 6. Andy Moran, 5. Frank, 5. And Ron, I love me some Windows Walensky, is at the bottom with 3.
Really expected Frank to be a lot higher. He's saying that he's going to have an FT8, everything you need to know to be expert level live stream coming up.
Really?
Tomorrow night.
I would have expected a little bit better performance in the game.
I mean, you can talk the talk, Frank.
I'm saying when the rubber meets the road, son, where you at?
Right.
That's what I'm
Right.
talking about. China.
Let me see if I can get this other Japan.
BI4IWL.
Yeah, it looks like Ron wants
breaking
to.
out the big guns.
Looks like he
So
wants
we
to
got-
find his way in the ham court, talking like that.
So we got 6 minutes left. 6 minutes. Look at all these contacts all over the place. Can I click on that? Does that do anything?
Just highlight. You can hover over it. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up on StreamYard, just locally.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
It's the tooltip problem.
Oh,
Jim.
look at this. Over here in the Japans, that'd be WT1W, WT1W, and AA0AM.
What are you
Andy
using
Mo-
tonight?
Andy working Japan from Iowa, so that's like awesome.
Jim better be using that Poseidon.
As far as you know,
Well, what are you using then, Jim?
I'm using the Poseidon.
Mm.
I'm only running 100 watts. I'm using the Poseidon. Actually, I'm using the Chronos. The Poseidon's in a box.
Ron saying that he was in a house and he had an end fed halfway when we stopped doing the show, and they moved back into an apartment and we screwed him again. At least we're consistent.
Right. Ron, it's love, buddy. We're screwing you with love.
What other way is there?
Right. All right.
that was
Let's
weird.
see. We're down to 5 minutes, slightly under 5 minutes and counting. Played it. Oh, wait, this is the wrong show. William Barnes in first with 2 sevens, Jack high. James Irick right behind him with a pair of sixes. Chris Gilbert, pair of sixes. Russell Brown, pair of sixes. And then Paul Estes, double fives. Me, double four, queen three, which is kind of
Well, a three of a kind right now. Anybody with
trips would do it. Yep.
Yep.
Trip anything. So come on. Dear God, throw me a 4. Thanks. Appreciate it. Kyle Krieg with ace 9, 10, 3.
Krieg.
That's why I said Krieg. I said Krieg. I thought.
That's like the coffee maker.
That's
Keurig.
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 Oh, Frank. I don't want to
Kyle
talk to you,
Krieg, that's
Frank. I
his-
want Japan.
That's
Is
his
he trying to?
wrestling
He's
name.
trying to jam you up right now.
Frank is contacting me right now. I'm getting
He's wearing
Frank.
that
Strategy.
leather hat.
Strategy.
Right? Yeah, you're right, Chris. It is.
Sandbagging.
I can't get Japan if I'm getting nailed by somebody in the CONUS. Damn it. 3:36 to go, boys and girls. If there's any, I doubt it because this is pretty much an anti-female thing here.
Poker
Not
and
that-
FT8 and ham radio. It's the trifecta.
The trifecta of ain't no girls here. Complete
Hey, look,
sausage
Simon
fest.
Ham Jazz is here.
Get
All
out
right.
of here. You're too late. Leave.
And I'm
Good day.
done. I'm
Good
out.
day,
5 cards for me.
Simon.
And I just dropped links to Mr. Mudd's radio time, who will be streaming POTA right after this.
Mr.
So
Mudd.
if you want to get a Canadian park in your activation log,
Mudd.
why, I've got no idea. You have the opportunity.
Well, it's a feel-good thing, Abe, to make them feel like they're part of North America and we like them.
Make them feel like you're part of the team.
Right,
Any two
right.
pair. Anything
All right.
north of jacks. Oh, I got another contact. That's 2
What's
for
our
me.
time? 2:42. 2:42 to go. Oh, yeah. See, can I throw out a card? Because here's Brazil, and I got Frank in the way for card number 5. Damn it.
You're being Frank blocked. Kyle says he's
Indeed.
done for this round. What's Kyle's hand?
Let's see, where is KK at?
Kyle Krueg.
Kyle Keurig.
Kyle Java.
There he is. That's a bowling nothing.
Damn, son.
I mean, oh, look, I got an ace, a queen, a 10, a 9, and a 3. Womp womp. Liberty Cave, if you pull a 2, son, you will win this. LC, you need a deuce.
He probably got one tucked away somewhere.
I mean, I save them up till I get to work. Look at here. Let's see, where are we at?
Look at here.
Look at how we're down in the bottom 10. Charles Thompson coming in at 15 with the queen 6. Dustin Price, king jack.
And Chuck talks a lot of mess too. He's like, I'm a big gun, son. I got the big station, the big iron antenna on my rotor over there.
Right.
Who won the first round? I forgot.
We
I
forgot.
forgot
We
too.
did-
So
we
it must
did
have-
too.
then-
That's,
then-
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Hey,
my
hey,
friend.
Chuck,
Tell
Chuck,
you about any
just
boosters.
click in that previous game link and remind
Chris,
them.
Chris Anderson, look at this. This is pain right here, son. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That
See,
is
I'm not
that-
cheating.
that just hurts. I know. It just I can tell you're not cheating. That just hurts. It's not even a great straight, and it's not a straight.
If you need help with the configuration, click on the help link at the top of the page, and it will walk you through setting it up on a variety of different FT8 clients.
So down at number 31 is Frank.
Are we done? Are we done yet?
No.
We're close. I haven't checked.
If I can get this last one, you guys are done.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Jeff
30
Darby.
Oh, damn.
Jeff bringing up the
Indonesia.
rear with a 3, but I think Jeff got here late. He's a new.
What's the high water mark for number of people playing?
I think we had 38.
Yeah, I don't think we busted 40 yet. 15
It's a nice
seconds,
round
kids.
number.
15 seconds. Get it plated.
Got a pair of deuces.
Round two is over.
Ding, 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 ding. All right, we're not going to go through all 35 players. We're just going to
Thank
give
you.
the top 5.
Okay, good. Because I was getting tired. Dean Hintz,
Congrats.
a pair of jacks. Jason Mary with a pair of 10s, king high. Dana Wolf, a pair of 8s, queen high. Jason Tetlow, a pair of 8s, 9 high. And William Barnes with a pair of 7s, jack high.
There you go.
And we love
never
all of
guess
you.
who's outdoing Podo on FT8 right now.
Hey, what'd I get, man?
Well, I only went down to the top.
You can
5.
look at your scoreboard.
No.
And then here we have our propagation reporter. Look at 20, looking real
this
nice.
next round starts like instantly.
Charles, you came in
I
at 17.
I added a small delay just so you can look at the scoreboard.
10 meters looking good.
Are we ready to go then?
Next
Yeah,
round
1
starts
minute.
in
1
1
minute.
minute.
1
Light 'em
minute.
up.
1 minute. 1 minute, folks.
I think I'd be playing on 20 right now.
Oh my goodness, Kyle!
I've been
turn the
doing
camera.
fine on 15.
You saw what 20 did for me last hand, so I'm going to go 15 as well.
Come on,
Did somebody
Chris.
join the stage?
It was Kyle.
And he can't
Was it
work his
Kyle?
OBS, son.
Kyle?
You got to turn your virtual camera on, for God's sake.
There I am.
Yes.
Hey,
There he is.
How's it going, Kyle?
good. I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to learn FT8 while I figure this game out. It's a double
me both.
whammy.
What?
You're not an
You're
FT8er?
2 rounds
No.
in and you haven't won yet.
I know.
I mean, Chuck can barely spell FT8. Look at that. I mean, he took the first round like
I
the
know.
boss.
Is it capital F and capital T or just lower?
I like
Close.
to say
Yeah.
FT8s.
FT8.
Yeah. Like
I'm-
73s.
I'm not doing
Haven't
very
we
well
started
on this
yet?
5 watts.
Go.
Are you really doing QRP?
I am.
5.
Yeah.
4,
Shame on you.
3, 2, hit it.
What? Don't I get extra bonus points for QRP?
You do. It switches around. So what it does is as the ADIFs comes in, it looks at them, and we have a rule engine. I don't know how much you've seen of that, Kyle, but there's a bunch of rules it goes through. And what it does, it looks at the band. So you get bonuses for like 2 meters, 70 centimeter. You'll get bonuses for tech bands. And that makes it reduce the amount of distance you need to get a higher card.
Gotcha.
Same thing with power. If you're running 5 watts, you're going to have a slightly better chance of getting better cards, but it's all based on that distance. You really want to go for long distance.
Okay, got it.
Chris Stevens on the board
Size
with a
matters.
5.
But you got to make a contact in order to get points, and that's where the whole QRP conundrum
Yeah.
comes in.
Oh, it's not based on how many times you call CQ?
No.
No.
If it was,
All right, we got players. Players on the board. Look at it. The
You guys should
data
get some
is
just for
coming.
men.
We
Dustin
got to
Price
add that
with the
back
king.
to. We have to add that to the stage.
Jim doesn't pay attention to those things.
No, I'm paying attention, but he was changing stuff out, and I can't scroll this and add me
He.
back to the stage.
You
You were talking about your muff.
he.
Scroll back up to the top, son. We didn't see who said.
Oh, the data is changing. It's a fluid situation. Christopher Anderson on top with a king. Dustin Price with a king.
That's cheating.
Robert Thompson with a jack. That's Thump. Steve
was gonna
McGrain,
say,
look
yeah.
at that. He's in the game. A 7. Jason Mary
DX
6.
contact.
Garth 6. Chris Stevens 5. James 5.
Canada
Frank,
from US doesn't
4.
really count as DX, does it? Canada
Jason
from Wisconsin.
should.
Tetlow 4. And that's it for now.
Hey, Jim, if you scroll all the way down, there's like a sin bin at the bottom for people who don't know what they're doing, making wrong contacts. Where's that?
Oh.
It
Everybody's made
doesn't
a
show
wrong
up. Yeah, it doesn't show up if there's no errors. In the last round, I did see 2 contacts on 17.
Okay.
But
Oh
Stay on
boy,
the
somebody
workbench.
trying to cheat.
Well, 17's hot right now.
17's hot, but it's work. It's verboten. Verboten.
Oh, it's
We can
illegal. huh?
include that. We can be all inclusive. It's kind of like a vote from the viewers as to whether we're all inclusive or not.
Don is the only one who would get offended because we're contesting on the work band.
So we got 78 people watching. I hope you all have subscribed because we need to break through the subscriber barrier on this channel.
I'd say we're up to 130. I don't know what we were before that. Let me reload.
164 is where we're at now. So
That's
we're
not too
good.
bad.
Jody, our next round of this will be on Independence Day, U.S. Independence Day.
July 4th. See, right now we are net negative on server hosting costs and development costs for this. So every subscriber counts. Every one of y'all make a difference.
Let's see what the sitch has changed to. So we have at the top Dustin Price with a pair of sixes, king high. James, double nickel. Michael Knapp, double fours. Chris Anderson, king five. Kyle Krieg, look at you,
Mr.
queen
Anderson.
two. Thump, jack four. Billy Ed has got a jack. And I'm tired of talking that far down. But y'all need to be looking at the scoreboard yourself, too, because this scoreboard is honestly half the fun of this game. This is
Chuck's got a 4.
Very nice scoreboard.
I only had one
Joey's going
card.
to build out his shack. Let's take a look at our subscriber count here. We're sharing out the subscriber screen now. We got 165.
Chuck Thompson
Look
with
at
the
that
foe.
spike from today.
How
That's
about
all
that?
y'all
Thank
helping
you.
out. Much appreciated.
Thank
at
you.
that.
Thank you.
Prish. Jason Tetlow, you are right. And I think I'm going to try that the next time we do this. Because it's not all about winning. I'm going to try FT4, which would be twice as fast and more fun.
Yeah,
That
and
was fast,
FT4,
half the contacts.
it counts, right? You get points
Yes,
for
it
FT4 as
does.
well.
Chris,
Are they
is
the
there
same
an
value?
FT4 multiplier difficulty?
Not at this time, but if we go in and want to add one, we certainly can do it. But right now, it'll support any of the modes WSJTX supports. Actually, it'll support any mode. If you took Rumlog
Reedy, baby.
and
Reedy.
went in and set Rumlog up to do the ADIF broadcast, it certainly would work.
I'm waiting for the SSTV
Oh,
frequency
there you go.
frenzy.
There you go.
JT65, wouldn't that be like one contact per sprint? One card?
About that.
I think that would be a turn-based game, right?
Whisper modes. 15 minutes of transmitting, 15 minutes of receive, and a 15-minute contest, you make 0 contacts.
Okay, here we go. Hopefully I get some points for this one. M6JAY. Across the pond. 5
Let's see
watts.
where we are. Let's see where we are.
Did you log it, son?
Well, not yet.
could
I'm
do-
trying.
Oh,
You
well,
could
so
do JSA call, but I'm not sure how that would work. Like, what counts as a contact in JSA call?
Dustin Price
can-
is on fire with his double sixes. No real change in the top 3 or 4 here.
What do they call it? I could just add it a keep alive and cross my fingers.
Kyle Krieg, Queen Jack Deuce.
They missed an opportunity on the 6200. Those silver colored handles, those chrome plated handles that come out the front, they should have made those like attached as heat pipes. The radio's hot and those handles are cool to the touch.
If they had them set up like a sink of some sort.
Can I block
awesome.
KG6NLW in WSJTX so I don't get attack chatted by him this time to lose a DX contact?
Change bands, yeah.
AS Russia, that's Asiatic Russia?
It is.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
20.
entirely sure where that
Pacific
is. Is that
Russia.
like far eastern Russia?
Did you see on this map? 20 is kaput in North America.
I had to switch.
Wow.
So here comes 20. Look
Oh.
at that.
20 is closed tight.
I'd be dropping down to 15, boys.
2 cards.
Hey, Hayden. What's up, buddy?
Good day.
My favorite Aussie.
Oh, hey, Hayden.
I fold.
I fooled. You said it like a Frenchman.
Yeah.
Je foldé.
Food. Food.
Hayden, you need to get in on this entertainment because everywhere from your place is DX, son. I mean, is Raleigh DX from you? Technically, it's like a whole nother country, so I think that would be DX. You could get all the ZL and the VKs to, attack FT8 each other. Y'all could rack the points down there, man.
It looks like most people are operating between, if I can read that right, 11 and 50 watts.
Is that an average? Am I bringing it down with my 5?
You and
Well, no,
Kyle.
there's a 5 to 10 watts bucket.
Kyle, what are you running?
5.
5.
It'll break depending on the number of values in there. It breaks down the buckets automatically, so it finds the best way to kind of split them out.
I got you.
Raleigh's on 10, y'all. If you want a ZL.
Good.
What does 10 look like, Ape, on your little chart?
There we go.
Oh yeah, look at all that.
10's looking pretty good. And from North America, it looks like there's a little bit of a pipe down to Raleigh. Rolly. I call him Rolly, but I don't. Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
You crackling more than a roll of aluminum foil at a church picnic.
Andy's not answering.
All right, so how we looking on the scoreboard?
Nope, there he goes.
Looking
Can you
underwater.
hear? Is yeah. You're crackling more than Christmas wrapping, son.
Who,
Whoa.
me?
Yes, you. Snap. Look
You.
at that. 2 8s and a jack.
Where's Ape on this scoreboard?
Bring it.
Mine's in the hidden column.
So we got me in first. We have Dustin Price right behind with 2 6s and a king. Again, it looks like pairs win this. If somebody pulls trips, man, you're going to slam everybody. Pair 6 for Jason Mary, James Irek, pair of 5s. Charles Thompson. Oh, wait. Oh, look at
comes
this.
The trips.
2 pair.
No, 2 pairs. Michael Knapp, probably cheating again. He has a history. This will have to be validated by the East German and the Lithuanian judges. So Michael Knapp with 2 pair. Me with a pair of 8s. Where were we? Charles Thompson, pair of 6s. James Irek, pair of 5s. Russell Brown, a pair of 3s. And then the diaspora out here of, let's see.
Got playing in this thing.
Dude, you are, I mean.
Looks like 32.
Fix that audio, man.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding
Yeah,
me?
you sound as bad
No.
as Jim.
No, we're not kidding you.
Hold on a second there, pretty.
You crackling like Christmas wrapping paper. All right, we got 4 minutes left. 4 minutes.
And that's only a 2 pair with 4s and 3s. There's a lot of other people out there with some options.
Yeah.
All right, how's that? Is that any better?
Yes.
I rebooted the mixer.
I have been bumped down. Christopher Stevens slid in here with a pair of 10s. Looks like old N8Y Yo is going to take this round unless somebody can get trips. Dustin Price has been a contender every round. Chuck Thompson coming on hard from number 7. Will he make it? Will he make
another
it?
card up there.
Got to log it.
I did. Got Andy.
Let me refresh. Chris Gilbert moving into second with a pair of jacks. Chris Stevens 10s, me 8s. Andy Moran said 2 7s. Suck it, Chuck. Where's Charles Thompson? Pair of 6s down here with Dustin and Jason.
I'm surprised there only 3 contacts.
Who else we got?
I have 4 contacts. That's what I don't understand. No,
I think
should
Thump's
have
down
5.
around 20. There's Philly Ed at 11.
I think Thump was talking a little bit of mess too about how he was going to win.
Look at T.O. Ace 7-5. 3 contacts. T.O., are you
Winner
rocking
gets
the
it done?
I was going to say you're rocking the 6200, right?
Oh yeah, 5 watts of fury. Burn your finger to touch.
Easy, cowboy. Settle down.
Just
No,
to
no,
be
I mean the
clear to
radio's
Mr.
hot
Ape,
to touch. What were you thinking?
Kyle Krieg, Queen Jack 10 7 2.
Ended with a bang here.
Thank you, A to Z.
Not bad. Not bad. For a rook, it's not bad. I didn't know you'd never FT8'd. Thump holding up the 20 pole. Lee, the idea is to get more than one contact, buddy.
I'm saying.
Tom's in the house.
Look at Colin. Colin's got 2. Well, let's see. Jason Tetlow. Look at that. He probably got 3 hearts in a row, and he's getting all excited. Then he got the womp and the womp. Womp, womp.
Yeah,
womp and a womp.
Jody's right. Check the sin bin and see if Chuck's in there.
Let's see what we got.
I need to write a Node Red script to figure out the best distance between some of these people that are coming back to me.
N6HA, you were working.
See, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I've been on 15 the whole time. Well, 24.
I've been on 15 all night. N6HA, you only got 1 contact and you did it on 30. So yeah, we don't officially allow the work bans because there's no contesting by gentleman's agreement on the work bans.
Even though this is a game.
And not a contest because we're not going to print out paper for you.
This is
47
not a
seconds to
game.
go. 47 seconds to go.
Mike all bragging his 6-meter contacts.
And this will be our last run because right after this, Mr. Mudd is blasting the airwaves with his kanookiness.
This is the last
right.
one?
He goes,
This is it,
syrup
buddy.
on it.
Let's have another one. Let's have one more.
Last hand of the night.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I know certain people, Kyle, like to stream on top of other people, but we don't do that stuff.
Big shakeup on the leaderboard. I don't know if you guys have seen who's in first place right now.
Let's see what we got.
Ape, are you accusing me of something?
I'm not accusing nothing. I'm just saying.
Let me jump up.
Do you feel guilty for some reason, Kyle?
Yeah.
I stream at 8 o'clock on Thursday, not 7.
All right.
So it
We
must
are
not be you then.
done. Round 3 is over.
You're
Christopher
confusing
Gilbert.
Eastern and Central, buddy.
2 pair, Jackson 5s.
Congrats.
Dustin Price. Pair of 7s, pair of 6s. So 2 of y'all got 2 pair. Not bad. Michael Knapp. 3rd place is okay. That's the minimum amount of flair, Michael. Not bad. Todd Bagley. Look at that. You got excited with 2 queens and a king. And number 5 is Chris Stevens with a pair of 10s, ace high.
We were only going to do the top 5.
Okay, we're done.
Jim just wanted to get to him.
No, I was going to go top 10. I don't care.
Well,
I don't
since
want
it's
to
the last
I don't
one.
want Abe to yell at me.
I'm not yelling.
You're judging though.
So the next game will be on the
Let me
4th of
see what
July,
6 looks like here.
Independence Day, America's birthday, when we won from the filthy British, right?
That's right.
And then, what other announcements do we have? Do we have anything we need to announce?
Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Ring the bell so you get notified whenever we post these. Make sure you subscribe to Coffee and Ham Radio to enjoy all our fabulous shows that we try to do something ham adjacent at least.
It is the first Thursday, Frank. Thank you for pointing that out. But we're typically going to do this on the second Thursday. And just because we're doing it on the 4th of July doesn't mean we won't do one on the second Thursday.
The 4th of
That's
July
right.
might be the first Thursday, but the 4th of July is special. Right?
That's
Don't,
right.
Don't be raining.
It's our holiday show, Frank. Shut up.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. I'm going to get me a 6-meter contact.
Chuck, it's
Guys
over
like
now,
next-
man.
Well,
The
I was
guy's
gonna
like
get a
next
6-meter
door. I don't
contact
care.
On
I don't care.
15.
Chuck
It'll
don't
be my
care.
first
He's gonna go
6-meter
sticks all
contact.
one.
My first 6-meter contact on FT8.
Chuck's going hardcore.
Going
He's making his
ham.
own game.
Let's see who this guy is. I probably know the guy.
I'm surprised you can't see
He's
him
that
with those
far away.
glasses. All right. Well, with that, I think I'm going to hit the button. Thank you, everybody, for being
Do
here,
it.
and participating, and helping us out.
Later on.
And thanks to Chris